Humanity has always feared that which is different. Well, I'm here to tell you, to tell the world, you're right to fear us. We are the future. We are the ones who will inherit this earth. And anyone who stands in our way will suffer the same fate as these men you see before you.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Hey guys, Jim here. Welcome back once again. And to all my fellow Jack Wolf Knives fans, I've got something new and very, very exciting for you that's actually going to be launching in just a couple of days. I'm recording this on August 16th. This is going to be dropping live on Friday, August 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern at all of the Jack Wolf Knives dealers. You can go to jackwolfknives.com, click on dealers. You're going to see an entire list. You'll click on one of the names. It'll take you right to the Jack Wolf Knives section on their respective websites, and you can pick one up for yourself. And I am super stoked about this one, as I usually am about most all Jack Wolf Knives. This one is really something special and quite different from all of the rest. This is the brand new Laidback Jack. And you'll notice a different style to the artwork now, because they are working with a second artist now in this series. And let's see if it's on here, because it used to be for Sean Tiffany. Yes, art by J. Gonzo Art. And one of the things that we all love about the Jack Wolf Knives, one of the little collectible things that we enjoy, is the collectible tins and all the artwork that goes into all of the things that come with it, like the Pog inside. There's your collectible Pog right there for the Laidback Jack. And as always, I like to do an unboxing on the Jack Wolf Knives because I like to show all of the goodies that come with it for your purchase price of, what, $300? So first off, always the most important to me is the fact that you do get a genuine leather slip so that you have a way to protect the knife while it's sitting down inside of your pocket. That's always a big, big value, I think. And then there are your stickers. Totally different type of artwork than we've seen in the past from Jack Wolf Knives. It's a refreshing change of pace, although I will say this. I don't know if it's a permanent change and they're going to be going back and forth with artists. I really hope there's more Sean Tiffany art in the future because I really, really liked his style of art. Not that I don't like the art that's on here. I think it's very cool. I've just become accustomed to what was delivering before. And of course, you will get the microfiber cleaning cloth as well. And this is a wild departure, not just for Jack Wolf Knives, but for traditional patterned slip joints in general. When was the last time you saw a black DLC slip joint? Possibly never. I know I never have. I don't want to say that they don't exist, because no one person can possibly see every knife that's ever been made everywhere. However, this is something that I've personally never seen before, and that was what made me really, really want the black with the purple kieranite. Now, there's a name for this kieranite, and that is the Purple Wave kieranite. Kieranite's interesting. It's a little bit different than other materials that you see a lot of people work with. It is a synthetic material. It's like an acrylic-based, almost like a plastic. And inside, what I knew I wouldn't be able to replicate it here very, very well. So that's why I took the photography that I did to show you that it's not just that 3D pattern that's inside, but there's also like a glittering effect that's inside of there as well. Almost like a really nice metal flake in an automotive or motorcycle paint job. Not quite like a bass boat, not quite like a bowling ball, but there is a shimmering, glittering effect as light dances across it. It's a wonderful three-dimensional look. It looks like it's much, much deeper than the thickness would actually allow it to be. there's like ribbons of material that's set into this kyanite material that allow these swirls and these patterns to come out. It's a really neat material. I've worked with it a few times myself. It's actually pretty easy to work with, a little bit easier than acrylester and some other resins and other synthetics that are out there. It doesn't burn or melt quite as easily as some of the other more fragile materials do. It just looks outstanding. I think this is a killer combination. Black and purple, man. Holy crap, that is so cool. I am very, very excited about this. Not only because of this particular combination, but also because out of all the Jack Wolfs that I own, this is number 7? Yeah, this makes number 7 that I own. It is the first Wharncliffe that I have in my collection. And what this actually is Jack Wolf Knives' first re-release of a popular model. So this is the first time they're re-releasing this really slick configuration, which is going to have... Hey guys, sorry for the interruption, but I promise I will make this very, very brief. I want to thank those of you that have joined and become channel members. You are helping to support the channel and helping to continue the growth. And if you've been considering supporting the channel in any way, shape, or form, because I do not have channel sponsors, I don't shill anybody's products, I don't get paid for anything, I don't do affiliate links, so everything is completely self-funded. If you'd like to help out and watch the channel grow and get more great content coming your way, please do consider becoming a member. That sway back pattern, which is the shape you're seeing in the handle. And what they've done this time is they have added a Barlow-style bolster, which is an elongated bolster. I don't want to just guess here on the size, but that was about the size of the bolster that you saw on the original. And now on this new edition, you have this much longer, probably twice as long bolster style, which I think really adds to the beauty of this knife. Because now that black DLC, and this is true DLC, by the way, DLC extends from the blade into about a third of the length of the handle. Really, really dig this. The walk and talk on it is fantastic. I'll bring it up here to the microphone so you can hear it better. So it looks good, it feels good, it operates well. I mean, everything about it is what you expect from Jack Wolf knives. So, some changes from the first version that originally came out last year to this one is you have a larger sharpening notch. So you have more room, more blade life to sharpen. The blade sits further into the frame, so when it's closed, the tip won't snag anybody. From what I understand on the original, there were a couple of complaints. Some people were able to snag the tip of the blade. So now it actually sits further down into the frame, so you don't have to worry about that whatsoever. It's great that Ben listens to feedback from his customers, and he stays very involved with his Facebook group, and he's always interacting and answering questions, asking people, hey, what do you think of this, this, and this? What would you like to see coming up in the future? And he obviously noted a few changes that should be made to this already popular design just to make it a little bit better. And of course, as I mentioned before, the all-new artwork, brand new artist. So those are the major changes. And the Barlow-style bolster that I mentioned. I'm not even going to bother with the TLDW on this, the pros and the cons, because there are zero cons to any Jack Wolf knife. I've never found anything that I really don't like about their quality or about their fit and finish. Their value for what you're getting is fantastic. And just to give you a size comparison between some other Jack Wolf knives, this, by the way, is the only locking Jack Wolf knife. Everything else is a slip joint. Put it out here with, oh, come on out of there. And it's impossible. Well, I don't want to say impossible, but very, very, very difficult for me to pick a favorite out of all the Jack Wolf knives that I have. because they all have their own unique personality. Even if they were all in the same materials, they still have their own unique personality with their blade shapes, with their handle shapes, with just the way they feel in the hand, how they carry in the pocket. I can't get over how much I absolutely love every single one of them. So drop this into place. I don't really want to bang them all together, to be honest with you. Come on, get up there. So there's how it fits into the lineup. And I'll bring out another one of my top favorites, which is my Vampire Jack. I feel extremely fortunate to have that, especially in the lava flow. And yep, I'm pretty sure I just cut my thumb. It very lightly went across the edge of the blade by accident. Okay, so there's your size comparison to some of the more popular Jack Wolf knives that are available. The Javelina, by the way, is going to be the closest in the handle feel. Even though it's going to sound kind of silly to say that because they actually arch in different directions. But there's something about having that arched... Yeah, I did cut my thumb. Look at that. Oh, okay. I barely had that thing sitting up against the edge. That's the other thing that I should make you aware of. These are all very thinly ground, hollow ground blades that are extraordinarily sharp. All you got to do is whisper in the direction of that blade, and it's going to cut. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Even though this is it's a sway back, so it comes back, and this one comes down, they have that familiar kind of feel. Very, very ergonomic, very comfortable in the hands. I'm going to do my best to not bleed all over my favorite knives here. Okay. Now here's the other thing too. There is not a single bad choice on this run. And there are a lot of completely brand new looks. Obviously, the black DLC with the purple Kieranite is brand new. But for the first time ever, there's going to be a plain Jane contoured full titanium frame. There's going to be a jigged titanium frame, which is extraordinarily popular in slip joints that are the more modern day slip joints that are being made in titanium. They're using that jigged pattern to give you the look of jigged bone that would be seen on decades old traditional slip joints. And then you've got, was it rosewood was one of the choices. Very nice, very elegant. It's a nice polished rosewood. And there was one more, and I'm forgetting it off the top of my head right now, but I know at some point here I'm popping up a picture from Jack Wolf Knives Instagram to show you all the different variations, and they're all gorgeous. This is going to be a very, very difficult choice for a lot of people, and you're probably going to end up buying more than one just to satisfy that desire and that fear of missing out, that FOMO. I don't want to miss out on the plain titanium or the jigged titanium or the black and purple. I want something wildly different in my collection, and these all look so great. And I think there's going to be a few that sell out on the very first day because they're just that hot. A lot of times you're just choosing between different patterns of carbon fiber. And while that's always difficult, I think now, if you just go with your gut and go, well, I've got to get that one, you're going to go, oh, but this black, it's never been seen before by Jack Wolf Knives and maybe never seen before in slip joints. I don't know, but it's so rare and so unique. I don't want to miss out on that one either. So now I got to buy two of them, and you're going to end up in that dilemma. And it may not be a dilemma that you're often in when you're buying in this price range. You may not usually consider buying 2 or 3 knives of the same exact knife. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to look at the pictures and you're going to see all the choices. You're going to fall in love with more than one. And if you only order one, you're probably going to end up regretting not getting the other one that you really, really liked in the pictures. So I would just say, I don't know, donate blood, sell a kidney, sell a testicle, get some extra money, and grab yourself a couple of these because I'm still kicking myself because that plain tie looked really, really, really good. And so did the jig tie. I had a really, really hard time figuring out which one I liked the most. Now, another couple of firsts is if you pick the rosewood or the jig titanium, it's going to have a hand rub satin blade. So if you go back and look at all of the other Jack Wolf knives, they always have the belt satin finishes, which is the vertical striations. And now for the first time, you're going to be able to get your first hand rub satin, where it's the horizontal hand rub, very, very fine pattern on the satin. So that may be what makes your decision as well. It's a tough choice, man. There's a lot of good there. There's a lot of good. And as always, the quality, the fit and finish is absolutely top-notch. I still don't buy I don't even look at any other slip joints. Jack Wolf knives are still the only ones that have me excited about slip joints, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Most people would say, well, hell, man, you got 7. Do you really need any more slip joints? Yeah, because there's always going to be something cool that Ben is going to push that envelope and make something wildly unique, and you're going to go, well, I don't have that blade shape in my collection, or I don't have that finish in my collection, or I don't have that material in my collection, and it makes you want it as soon as you see the announcements. So anyway, I apologize for getting this out a little bit late. I normally give you guys a week or two to ogle the knives in the video before the drop date, but I've been kind of in and out of doctors lately and stuff like that for my neck injuries and my nerve damage and all that. So I'm a little bit behind on a lot of my videos, but I wanted to make sure I got this out today so you at least had 48 hours notice. I'm hoping I get this uploaded today as well. And you get a chance to pick your favorite and know what you're going to go for when you hit those dealers' websites so that you don't miss out on the one that you actually want. Anyway, I'm out of here for now, guys. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Really? So when I say the knives are sharp, they are sharp. Get your fingers out of the way before you finish closing the damn thing. I don't know how I always end up doing this.